Hello everyone, my name is Where We Don't Care My Name Is, and here we go with my review for Shazam. Alright, so I was looking forward to this film when it was first announced, and when I saw the trailer for it, I thought, yes, this is what I've been looking for a Shazam film. I know who Shazam is, I know who Billy Baxton is, and I know of, his origin, so I was looking forward to this movie a lot because it's a story about a kid who becomes a superhero, who's given the powers of a superhero, and every time he says the name Shazam, he becomes an adult and has all these godlike powers, but he still has the mind of a child. So to me, I was looking forward to that because what kid has never thought of one day being a superhero, who's never thought of having these superhero powers and being able to do whatever you want? It's something I always thought of as a kid, and I was looking forward to this film because the kid in me would have probably done the same things Billy Baxton did if he became Shazam. So let's go over the story of this film. The story of this film focuses on Billy Baxton, who's trying to find his mother, but is unable to find her. So he ends up getting adopted by a family who, he's not really sure about even connecting with. And if you saw the trailer, then you know what happens next. He ends up defending his foster brother. He ends up being chased by these bullies and ends up meeting the wizard Shazam and is chosen to be given the powers of Shazam. So every time he says the name Shazam, he becomes this adult, and it has all these godlike powers, which now he has to learn how to control. So this is a coming-of-age story where we see Billy and his foster brother helping him how to use these powers, how to control them, and use them for good. And of course, we have our main villain, who is not Black Adam, played by The Rock. Glad for that, because I was a little worried with The Rock's popularity that he was probably going to overshadow the whole story and just that be focusing on him. So I'm glad he wasn't the main focus on it, because the main focus to me is on Shazam. It's on Billy. We're seeing what he's going through. We've seen the struggles he has to go through, and of course, the typical superhero stuff that we always see in these stories. But I love how well the story is told. I love how well it's paced. I love how there is heart into this. There is emotion. I mean, there is a lot of comedic stuff, which I found myself laughing a lot. But I still was very happy with how well there is heart into this. And that's what I love about it. And it made me very happy when we get to some of the stuff involving the family. And I'm like, wow, it's pretty good. I'm like, wow, this is from a DC film? Wow, that's awesome. So I really like how well the story is done. There are some cliche stuff. You already know how it's all going to go. But I still like how the story is told and how, you really can connect with the characters. And speaking of our characters, Billy Baxton, played by Asher Angel, he does a very good job with his role in this film. And I love Zachary Levi as Shazam as well. I love how I had a feeling that if they were going to find someone to play the adult version of Billy Baxton as Shazam, I was like, he has to match how the kid would act. And sure enough, Zachary was a perfect role for that. I love him. He's awesome. He's funny. He is it's entertaining to see how well he's able to play this role, and I think he was a perfect choice for it. And I love the interaction between Billy Baxton and his brother and his siblings as well. There is a very good connection there, especially how the brothers helping Billy control his powers, how they use them, testing his powers and everything. And it's pretty much trying to help him get on that path to being a superhero, and not, but of course he will, lose his own path as well of trying to make sure his brother is doing the right thing. So I do love these characters. They're all done very well. There are some flaws with some of these characters, but it's not that big of a flaw, except maybe with the villain, who has time in the film, but not as much screen time as the other characters. He's not a bad villain per se, but I'm not going to remember him as much as all these other characters. So he's probably the only flawed character in the film that you probably are not going to remember. But as far as everything else, how are the visuals, how's the music, how's the comedy in this? Like I said, the comedy in this is funny. There's a lot of good funny moments. there isn't that much cliche, and there's not even a bad joke that I can remember. They're all very funny, and they're very good timing as well. And I love visually how things look, the city whenever they're fighting as well. The fights are also good, but they're not really the main focus. It's pretty much how Billy Baxton's trying to become a superhero, which is very good. So, and the music for this is okay too. I have no problem with this. So, the story for this film, very good, well done. Characters, all good. I love them all so much, except for the villain, of course. I'm not gonna remember him at all. Visuals, music, everything else, all good. I had no problem with it. So I will say Shazam is a very good film. They did a great job and awesome work with this film. And I am hoping it will make back its money so they can make a sequel. So we can see Shazam against Black Adam. At least that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This film, I do recommend it. If you want to see it with your friends, go right ahead. If you want to see it with your loved ones, go right ahead. If you want to see it with your kids, go right ahead. I do recommend it. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have a different opinion about this film or any other DC film, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button, check my Facebook page, check out my Twitter page, and I'll see you all next time to give you more love and more entertainment. So until then, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Shazam!